You know, I've low-key forgotten all about it, and personally I wish them well. But respectfully, God punish everyone who judged me without ever knowing me. The people who heard one side and never asked for mine. The people who picked a side before they even knew what the war was about. Maybe I'll always be a villain in that story. And honestly, I've made peace with that because I know what they don't know. I know what it feels like to walk into a room and feel the atmosphere completely change. The silence, the distance, the conversations that suddenly become whispers. The people who used to talk, the people who used to look for me suddenly look everywhere else but at me. And the worst part, I noticed everything. I just never said anything. Because how do you explain the pain to people who have already decided that you deserve it? How do you defend yourself when nobody wants to hear the truth? I was fighting battles I didn't even know how to explain every day, and I still showed up. I smiled, I laughed, I acted like nothing was wrong. And there was school. A place where I was supposed to grow. Become something. Became a cage. A cage of competition, comparisons, numbers, 80%, 90%, first position, second position. And if you were not there, who were you? They would say everyone has different talents. But did they really believe that? Because nobody seemed to care if you could create, perform, dance, sing, make people laugh, dream, play sports. It felt like the only thing that would make you worthy was a number on a piece of paper. And I kept asking myself, is that all a person is? A percentage, a result, a position on a list? Because I didn't feel like a person there. I felt like a pawn. Valuable when I was academically successful and useful, and useless when I wasn't. It was so easy to overlook people who were not academically gifted. They didn't know how lonely it can feel to be in a room full of people. I cried. And the hardest part wasn't even crying. It was realizing I didn't know who I could fall back on. Because the people I thought were there for me, the people who, my best friends, my friends, my homies, my sisters, they were already listening to someone else's version of me. So why wouldn't I leave? I didn't leave because I stopped caring. God, I cared a lot. I cared more than I should have, in fact. And that's because I finally understood I couldn't keep begging people to see my heart, and maybe I'll always be a villain. That's okay. Because I know the girl who was there when nobody was watching. I know how hard she tried. I know how many times she smiled when she wanted to break down. I know she was never just a grade, never just a percentage, never just someone's friend, never just a person they decided she was. She was a whole person with dreams, with flaws, with talents, with a heart. I've already left that chapter. I don't live there anymore. I don't want to wake up thinking about who said, who chose, who walked away. It's all in the past. I do genuinely hope they all live well and find happiness. I hope they become everything they wanted. I hold no grudges because I don't need their downfall to prove that I deserve better. I don't need to be them. Naomi this, Naomi that. She did this, she did that. Taking up any chance, slightest chance to slander me, to talk about me. What is she wearing? Ew, why is she acting that way? She doesn't come to class, she doesn't this, she doesn't that, she doesn't what? Can't you let a girl breathe? I don't need to follow that path you followed. So to everyone who doubted me, watch me. Not because I need your validation, not because I need to prove you wrong, but because I know that I am so much more than what you thought I was capable of. You can keep your opinions. I'll keep my dreams. I'll keep going. I will achieve the greatest things, not by making anyone feel small, not by making anyone feel useless, but by becoming everything I once thought I couldn't be. And I will look back at the girl who thought she had to prove she was worth something. And I hope she will finally understand she never had to prove it. She just had to keep going, and she did. So if being at peace makes me a villain in your story. It made me a villain in their story. I didn't write it. And so be it. So be it.